Hey YouTube, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles. We are back to doing our tournament. I know. But look, things are going to get tighter. A few things before we get started I want to address. One, I have a pink stain on my shirt. I don't know why. Maybe I rubbed against the chalkboard. Maybe I got some bleach on it. I don't know. You're going to see it for the next 3 or 4 videos because I'm not going to go fucking change just for filming this. I mean, if you thought I said a bad word there, I didn't. Okay? That was not a bad word. It just kind of came off a little bit of a different inflection. Number 2, no goatee. Okay, that's not by choice. That's because now, in the great state of Kazakhstan where I live, we are required to wear masks everywhere we go, and it's really itchy and really hot with a goatee, so I shaved it off for you, Governor. And to preserve my livelihood, you know, I guess at least my governor isn't Hillary Clinton or Bill Clinton, because if I had a Clinton for a governor and I said something like that, I probably would be committing suicide in the next 48 hours. Woohoo! All right, enough of that fun stuff. And again, we're going to pick on all political parties, like, you know, hugely, just because it's fun. But that's why we're going to look a little different. It's because it was driving me bonkers. So whenever that's over, I'll grow it back, probably. Although I do think I look younger. Let me know in the comments. Does it look? Actually, don't. Sorry, I already have too many comments to go through with these. So you can include it with your vote, but don't make an extra comment if you think no goatee makes me look a little younger, or if you like the more stately goatee with a little bit of granite that I had going on. But let's update you on how our brackets are doing. So everyone's like, when are you going to fill these out? When are you going to fill? Well, we fill them out as we go, but we film like 4 episodes. I can't go back in time, but we're filling them out now. So let's take a look here. I've got both the YouTube and the Patreon up to show you. By the way, if you're not on Patreon, man, you really should be, because the community itself is worth it. Stop that. The community itself is worth that. I may not be worth your $5, but trust me, the Discord is. The people you're going to meet are, I mean, it's pretty amazing. I've seen people move across the country to be closer to friends they made. Mind-blowing. It is a great, great thing. So check it out. It's definitely worthwhile. Plus, you'll get to play in both brackets, and you may get even more free stuff, right? Awesome. So check out the Patreon, join up, see what you think. Now, let's look at this, and I'll show you why it's important and what's really interesting about the Patreon bracket versus YouTube. So on the YouTube bracket, 1 versus 8 on the males with a Pissveg, 1, easy, no problem, 68-33, whooped ass. Here, 3-6, Suma versus Clown, really surprising. We had an upset on a last-second half-court buzzer beater 3 for Clown Trouser, my one-eyed trouser snake, to take it 51-50, knocking the number 3 seed out of the tournament. Down here, no surprise, number 2 took out the number 7, 45-38, Scaleless Head Lemon Blast. On this side of the bracket, that was the Kurt side. On the Matt side of the bracket, Pastel Lesser Desert Ghost easily took out Apollo with a score of 78-31. Granted, all counts may be off. No, we're not going to do recounts. We count this up in our head, or check marks, or whatever. This one, we haven't filmed that one yet. We're going to do that today. So you're going to see that. Well, not this one. We're actually going to film this one today. We'll film this one today, but you won't see it on this video. See how that works? Magic of television. Over here, we had an upset on the Matt side of the bracket with Artemis tugging on some of your heartstrings with this story to take out the Super Pastel Exanthic 67-55. And of course, the Blitz, or the Zeus took out the Blitz 55-39. Now, over here, guys, things look vastly different. I expected there to be differences, but I'll be honest, I kind of thought the first round would probably go the same. I thought once you get into round 2, you might see some differences, or maybe you'd have one difference in round 1. I did not expect this. So when you come over here, right away, this is a Patreon bracket, that's right. 1 versus 8, same thing as YouTube, Pussvag 1. 3 versus 6, though, the Suma 1. So the Clown's out, Suma's in. Over here, the Scaleless Head went out, and the Pastel Spot Nose won. Look at that, 29-38. It's almost, weirdly, 38's the same score, right? But just a different score on the Scaleless Head. So that really surprised me. This taught me a lot that I didn't expect. I expected that to go out. But the Pastel Spot Nose to go out and the Scaleless Head to stand. But shocker, right? Over here, Pastel Lesser Desert Ghost. That's the exact same as the YouTube. But over here, man, I guess they're used to Artemis tugging on their heartstrings. They said, you know what, the hell with that. And they went with the Super Pastel Exanthic, guaranteeing 2 genes, Pastel to pass on and head Exanthic with everything. So Artemis is gone, 33-21, fairly close one. And Zeus and Blitz, 45-36, very similar to what we saw on the Patreon or the YouTube bracket. But this one was a different outcome. So there's 1 difference already, right? 2 differences already, 3 differences already. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things posted, 3 of them were different. that tells me these two brackets are going to look very, very different, meaning that these guys are going to be getting different things than these guys. Again, another reason why you should join Patreon. But enough of the self-advertising. Let's get on to today's matchup, which is going to be a 4 versus 5. So now that we're getting into the 4 versus 5s, things are going to get a whole heck of a lot tighter, I think, because obviously these are snakes that we picked that we thought were pretty evenly matched. So let's get the first one out. We'll give the first show to the number 4 seed. That is a Mystic Potion. And he just got new clothes for you guys the other day. He must have known his day was coming up. These things are just awesome. And they're what would some people say was like acts like a super. I say like what that means is mystic. And Mojave is what makes a Mystic Potion. Those genes will work together. So this snake cannot make normals. It's going to make either mystics or Mojaves. Every baby is going to get 1 gene. No baby will get 2 genes from it though. So unlike say a bumblebee, which can make pastels, spiders, and bumblebees, and normals, this can make mystic or Mojave from the father's side. Of course, whatever the mother has can be added into that as well. It cannot make a normal. So only 2 outcomes, but if you want to get some of those genes passed through, Mystic Potion is a great way to do it. Also, this is one of those snakes, when you put a mystic together and a Mojave together, you certainly don't expect this to come out, but it does. How neat is that, right? Really, really awesome stuff. So I really dig how these came out looking. All right, buddy. Put you here. Go for it. Yom, zoom. So if you want to vote for him, just write Mystic, Mystic Potion, MP. Unless you're in the military, you may not want to write MP. I get it. Nobody likes cops after him. Dirty cops. See, I can make that joke. Right? I actually can. Next one up. Toffino. For those of you that don't know, I actually work in law enforcement. While I'm pulling this out, I will tell you something that law enforcement pretty much universally thinks. Okay? Nobody hates bad cops more than good cops because they make us all look bad and really piss us off. I can't stand bad cops, and none of them should work there, period. I'm fortunate where I work. I think we do a pretty good job. You know, some coconut off you so you're looking your best. We don't have a lot of that going on. Probably not really any of it. And if we do see it, the guys who've been there a long time, we're not going to deal with it. Just saying. But enough of that soapbox. So this is what's called a Toffino, right? And you're going to say, camera probably makes it look albino. Well, let's see if we can get it to sit still. Hey, come on. I know, buddy. And see if we can pick up these lavender colors in here. So the Toffino has way more lavender than albino. So instead of this being yellow and white, it almost looks like a really nice banana with no spots. And again, it's another allelic combo. This one, though, between toffee and albino. So if you breed a toffee to an albino, you're going to get nothing but Toffinos. If you breed a Toffino to an albino, you're going to get albinos and Toffinos. Toffino to a toffee, you're going to get, you know, toffee and Toffinos. Toffino to Toffino, you can get albino, Toffino, and toffee. Yep, all 3 can come out of that pairing. So these guys are really cool here. He is a proven male, so is our Mystic Potion, to be fair. He is a really good breeder for us. He's about to have some eggs this year. He had some eggs last year. So makes really pretty babies, don't you, buddy? And doing really good. He does rotate out of the breeding program pretty early because he is one that will stop eating. So he hasn't been putting in any work, but both his girls are pregnant, so there's no need for him to put in any work. And this guy is back on food pretty regularly now, so doing wonderful. But he actually was starting to get a little thin back here in his tail, which you can see it's filled out quite nicely now. Yes, it has. And he is a really good-looking male. So there you go. Nothing can make normals. This can make... Now, the one bad thing, I guess I do have to say this, when dealing with an animal like a Toffino, is let's say I breed a Toffino to a normal, okay? Or I breed a Toffino to anything in here that's not albino or toffee, or doesn't have those in it. I won't know if my hets are het albino or het toffee. They'll be het, okay, for one. I just won't be able to know which one. There's no way you can look like, oh, this one's het albino, this one's het toffee, this one's het albino, this one's het toffee. But they will be het for one of the 2. When you breed them, it's like a little Christmas present surprise, you're going to find out. Because if you get these lavenders and purples, well, then it must have been toffee, right? You breed it to an albino, and all you get are albinos, it was probably het albino, right? Now, if you're breeding a het to het, it's going to take a few times to figure that out. because, get some of that dirt stuck in you off. It just, you can't say, oh, I got 2 albinos, must be het albino. 2 ain't really enough to make that call, but yeah, you'll be able to identify the babies, I guess is what I'm getting at. But you won't really know when you get it. So, that is our Toffino male. Let me put him back up. Good boy, huh? By the way, his name is Helios. Get in there. Oh, no. It's time to go home. You got to come out and see the crowd. There you go. Good boy. All right, Kurt, anything you want to add? No. All right, guys, you know how to do this. You can write Mystic Potion, MP. You can write Toffino, Toffee, that purple thing. Actually, don't write that purple thing. They're both kind of purpley snakes. Maybe that's why we have them, right? But just write something that we know what you're voting on, and we'll get it counted, and we'll get it placed, and we're going to pick a 4 to 5 winner. Now we're going to slide over to Patreon and talk about the implications of what that's going to look like for those projects. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.